So, you guys ready to do a watercolor painting? Let's go. I'm ready. First thing we want to think about is what we're painting and the composition. This is the bell tower in Catalina. We use this also in the comp uh, DVD, the comp video, which you guys are going to want to take a look at, okay? All these classes are like a college course, as we keep discussing, and there are prerequisites, and they guide you, and that's the important thing. I'm noticing that today a lot of people they're just taking it when they want, how they want, and that wouldn't work in medical school. It's not going to work here. So you got to kind of do it in order, so you learn everything, and that's pretty much the way it was done in the olden days, and we're the olden days. Okay, so this is the bell tower in Catalina, and there's just way too much information here. I want to silhouette the bell tower, but I got this tree in the way. So the first thing we want to think about is the composition. Let's think about, where we want to go with this thing. Okay? I want to find some paper that's not outrageously expensive. Let's see what we got here. And this is outrageously expensive. So let's grab some of this. And this does not look like it's outrageously expensive, and it's not. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we want to think about what can we do. We've got this nice S shape here for this road, which I really like. These mountains seem to guide us to the bell tower. This red right here is a center of interest. I really don't need it there unless I can put it here and here, which we seem to have. We seem to have red, red, red. Nature does a lot for us, but we need to give nature some help. Certainly don't need the do not enter sign. This is important. We have this circle, and the circle shape against the box shape would be really nice composition. Seem to have a nice flow coming this way because we have, some bushes here and some ground here, so we can pull that around. This green seems to take us up. Okay, so what you're going to do next is just a little thumbnail. Okay, see that? And then you just start thinking about it. You go, well, you know what? Let's put an arrow here for the mountain because I want it to go that way. And here's my bell tower. Here's the mountain. Well, there's some trees behind there. I don't know if I want that, but we can think about it. And then we have this nice S-shaped road coming this way. There we go. Boom, boom, boom. I like this little tree back here. I think that's pretty cool. Silhouettes. And I'm going to put a sky in. So later on, I'll do what we call in the film industry. We'll field it out, and I'll have some room for sky. But right now, I'm just kind of going with this. Okay, and there's my composition. See how simple you do these drawings? Look at that. It's super simple. Okay? Then from here, you can kind of go ahead and flesh it out. Let me show you some that I did. From here you just go ahead and start adding the perspective, which you learned in the perspective class, I know. Okay? Don't come to me and say you didn't learn anything when you didn't take it. You got to take the classes in order to learn the stuff. Okay? Remember that these classes are kind of a payback. Yeah, we have to charge because when I go to the grocery store, they charge me. And when I go to the gas station, they charge. And, our school, they charge for the rent and everything. So, of course, we have to charge. But for the most part, this is a payback to the industry for treating me really nice. I have had the best teachers on the planet, many of which today aren't around. So we want to do a real tribute to them and keep passing on their knowledge. See that? And then you can just go ahead and start fleshing it out into a finished piece. So let me see what I have. So here's some of the ideas that I came up with. Okay, This one's too busy. I don't like it. It's the first one. This one I like, but I think the bell tower is too big. So this is the one that I wanted to go with. So from here, I took this drawing and did a finished drawing, which is over here behind me. See? Just put it on a light table and go in there and tie it down so you have a nice drawing. Okay? And then from there, we take this and scan it and just put them, you know, a couple up on some good paper. And there you go. Now, on this, we're going to do what we're called little comps, okay? So that's what we're going to do next. So the first thing we want to do is take a look at our composition and figure out what we want to say. What are we trying to sell? We're trying to sell the bell tower, okay? So we want everything to point. Now these trees, if I did use them, they do kind of point to the bell tower, but I want a really pretty silhouette, and that's what I have here. And then I can put clouds in the background, which can also point to the bell tower, okay? And then from there, you do your little thumbnails, and do a bunch of them, guys, and ladies, and gentlemen, and everybody. You know, like maybe we have it off in the distance, and then this is pointing up, and this is a tree, and here we go. You know, we have it way back here. You know, maybe that's the way we're going to do it. And everything points to our bell tower. Maybe you want to go that direction. You're not going to know until you sit down and do these little thumbnails. So here's what you're going to do between now and next week. A bunch of these, okay? And then you're going to figure out which is the one you like. And then from there, we're moving on. Okay, let's get to work on this. I will see you next week, and we'll talk about these thumbnails. Okay? See? And I'm thinking the whole time of the light side and the shadow side. So this is in the light. You know, this is all dark down here, but this is in the light. So it's more of a halftone. See, it's a very relaxed kind of, I don't know, you kind of meditate, you know? And that's probably why you're not hearing me jumping all over the place and making jokes and everything. Because just get into it. Just have fun. And relax and daydream. You know, I'd have music going, but, you know, I'm doing this video. Okay? So enjoy it. There is a class, which I'm going to do right after this, which is just going to be on the watercolor exercises. Okay, wet into wet, dry brush, that type of thing, flat wash. It won't be long, maybe 3 or 4 videos, and that's going to be a real important video for you guys to have and use. Okay. All right, everybody, rock and roll. This will apply to markers. It'll apply to Photoshop. It'll apply to any transparent medium. Okay. Then we're also going to, you know, we do acrylic and we do pastel. But you really only have 3. You've got the transparent, which is like the watercolor marker, and then, you know, your digital with the opacity down. Then you have your really opaque, which would be your stuff like, you know, acrylic and pastel. And then oil is kind of in the middle, okay? So you want to kind of be careful with the oil. Okay, everybody, it's been a pleasure, and thank you. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.